So 10 to 15 years ago, let's say 2000, the amount of money that was being put into education uber nationally was about $2 billion a year. The amount of money that was being put into health was $2 billion a year. Today, the amount that's being put into education is $2 billion a year. The amount that's being put into health is $20 billion a year. And by the way, that's just for primary and secondary education. That's for the lost generation of hundreds of millions of kids. I'm not counting just refugees here, okay? And so the need is $10 to $15 billion a year. But there's still, we've managed to do it for health. Why? Because we're afraid we're going to get Ebola or some disease that's going to come to our shores. And I've been out there, and every time I ask for money with my beggar's cup, I find that the moral argument falls on deaf ears. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 2. The utilitarian argument, the fact that the economies could grow and talent, and you get up to a 4. It's only when you get to the security argument, the hordes will be, you get to a 7 or an 8. You have to scare people the same way the diseases scare them. So we should not stop raising our fists and bringing this up at every dinner party and every cocktail party, and the idea that there are tens of millions of children out there who forget higher education, they will not meet a teacher for one day in their entire lives. And we know, unless we're racists, that some of them are brilliant. Some of them should be at the Columbias or the Harvards or even the NYUs. So the need is enormous, but we have to continue. You have to continue. This is why they put me on last, to tell you this. We have to continue to, the conclusion of my book is in honor of my late wife, and it's being worthy of Lisa, because I try to live every day to be worthy of representing her in this world. And she would say to me when I would go off on some quixotic project, you have to fight the fight, Don Quixote, because if you don't fight the fight, no one will fight the fight, and the fight will not be won.